For maximum weight gain of your broilers, your birds needs to take in fresh, cool water to enable them to take in more feed. In this video, I'll be showing you how we manage our nipple drinkers to ensure maximum fresh water availability for our birds, thereby maximizing weight gain in our birds. Okay, now the daily routine that I normally undergo while using these nipple drinkers. What I do every day, whether the nipples are working or not, I come to the nipple after washing my hand, ensure my hands are clean. Then I tap on the nipple, ensure that there is water coming out freely. As I tap on the nipple, I ensure the water is coming out freely. As I tap on the nipple, I now know that one is working. Now I do this in all of them to be sure that there is water coming out. Now what I discovered last night when I came back, as I type on some of the nipples, first I discovered that normally when the nipples are working, you meet the cup somehow wet, meaning there is actually water coming out. Though the water that normally drops on the cup, they will also drink it. So I made the cup somehow a little dry, and that wasn't normal. So what I did, I had to type on the nipples. I discovered that the water wasn't really coming out that much. So I now came here, ensure that this tap is open, but it's open, but there wasn't enough water coming out. So I disconnected the tank, disconnected the hose, then flush this angle valve, ensure that there is water coming out freely before coming to reinstall it back. Then I had to test the nipples drinkers again to be sure that everything is working properly. So that was when everything was working. So it's very important you do this in your pen. If you are using nipple drinkers, ensure you tap on it and there is water coming out freely from it. You don't have to tap severally before there will be water dropping from the nipples. So if that happens, ensure you flush your pipe or you flush your tank. It's very important. So another thing you could also do, you discover that if the water is not coming out freely, even in some nipples, there is water coming out, while some water is not coming out from some. What you do in that case, you simply pull this. You see there is water rushing out now. Okay, that means if there was something blocking that nipple, so that water will flush it out. Then you quickly install it back. Ensure the floor is not wet. If there is any spillage of water on the floor, ensure you pack that spot and then replace it with another liters. Or you pack that spot, dry the liters, and then bring it back later. So that's the daily routine that I normally do in my pen while I'm using nipple drinkers. This is very important to ensure continuous availability of water for the chicks. So what causes this angle valve to be blocked or this hose to be blocked? Because why you apply medication in this tank for them to take their medication, after a while those medication might clog the angle valve, because where the water is coming out from the angle valve is actually somehow tiny. So if it's blocked, there won't be enough water coming out from the angle valve. So once in a while, ensure you flush everything. You flush the system. That is the angle valve. But on a regular basis, ensure you flush the pipe. You flush the pipe. That's what I do daily. Now, another thing I also want you to note daily. Now, another thing I want you to know that I do daily, in fact, I do that up to even if not more than 6 times daily while I'm using nipple drinkers. You will discover that during the sunny day, you tap on the nipple, the water that is coming out is somehow warm, and that won't be good for the chicks. So what we do, every 30 to 45 minutes, we open this tap, because this is the outlet. This water goes out through this hole here. The water discharges outside. So we put some container outside there, then open the tap this way. Once we open it, you see some water coming out from the other end. Now we place our hand there. Now once the water is once we place our hand, once we place our hand and we discover that the water is cold, it's no longer warm, then we lock this end back. Then tap on the nipples again to be ensured that there is water coming out. So that's what we do during sunny day. We do this often, maybe every 30 minutes, to ensure availability of cool water for them. This is very, very important because you don't want your chicks to be drinking warm water during hot day. So that's what we do. Now, this routine you do while using nipple drinkers is very, very important to ensure your chicks are doing well. So that's what we do. Even on a bell drinkers, though we don't have bell drinkers here, you also do that so that the water getting to your chicks is cool. This is very, very important. Very, very important. So these are my chicks. They are doing well.
If you find this video helpful, kindly hit the subscribe button, like and comment in the comment section below, as this will go a long way in helping me to grow my channel and reach a larger audience. Thank you.